Go.
I was looking to see if there's any questions, but apparently there's not. So we'll have to wait until next week for our patron to
I'm going to say
respond.
hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast, episode 13.
And we open up the blinds, so it's a lot more like colorful in here.
Not a dog, so it's cuddlier.
And we brought the Saber. She was sleeping this entire time.
And she's so fat.
So I have some pretty funny news stories. Basically, after our first podcast, now that I'm woken up, I want to tell you some funny ones. I mean, the last ones were pretty good that I did for the news articles.
We're just waiting. We're listening.
All right. Okay, so don't look. So there was this. I'm going to read this article. This is really funny. So I went to Vice News, which is always, definitely a good news source. And apparently this guy... Let me just read the article. I'll just read the start of it. A Vermont man was so incensed by his town's zoning...
Sorry, start again. A Vermont man was so what?
Incensed?
Incensed. Okay, I didn't understand what you said.
Incensed by his town's zoning regulations that he erected a 700-pound statue giving officials the middle finger. There's a picture of it.
Oh my god.
Isn't that funny?
Where is this? In Vermont?
This is in Vermont, yeah. You guys can see a picture of it. It's really funny. And he said, I just wanted to show my appreciation to the town for what they decided. Let me put her back in her bed now.
Why?
We gotta put her down. She can't be part of the podcast. We gotta keep her there. She looks like she's getting crushed over there.
I am crushing her.
Come on, Rach. We're gonna put her down now.
Stealing my joy.
Yep. You gotta pay attention to my news stories so you can laugh.
I'm listening.
You gotta laugh with them, everyone. Wait, don't look at this one. All right, listen to this. Man's body found inside a woman's bathroom wall, inside of a mall bathroom.
That's gross.
In what sounds like an inspiration for a horror movie script, a man was found dead inside a woman's bathroom wall in a mall on Monday. This was like a while back. These are all like old articles, but still they're kind of like the interesting stuff. The body was discovered at the Core Shopping Center in downtown Calgary, Alberta. The man was believed to be in his 20s, according to the police. In the news release on Wednesday, police said that they believe the man entered the bathroom by himself on a Friday evening. According to the evidence, they said the man climbed into the vents behind the toilets. And the cops were called to the scene at 9:30 a.m. on Monday. At the time of the discovery of the body, staff has been doing maintenance in the bathroom.
Wait, was he dead?
Yeah. So basically, he crawled into like the vents. I'm assuming to like probably spy on the women that were in the bathroom, and like died in there. Isn't that crazy?
That's disgusting.
Freaking weird, man. I don't know. Some people. And then there was one more.
How did he die?
Well, he was in the vents, so probably, I don't know. He might have got stuck in there. I'm not too sure. Then there was a, which I thought was really funny. So the gardener, there was like this. Okay, hold on. Let me see. So Kansas couple spent 3 nights dressed as gorillas for police wildlife cameras. The Gardner Police Department took it with good humor. Mountain lion sightings are rare in the Gardner, Kansas population of 20,000, and when multiple reports of lion sightings happened, Gardner Police Departments weren't able to capture any evidence. But they did capture images of something even more rare: Santa Claus and some strange gorillas. Look at these pictures.
Oh my god.
Basically, this couple like dressed up as gorillas and went in front of the police's like wildlife cameras, and like the pictures are ridiculous. We photographed some paw prints that were supposedly from the animals and like sent them to Kansas Wildlife, and they said no, those are coyote prints. So we put up the cameras just to be extra cautious, and this is where we were wrong.
It says in case we were
wrong. Yeah, these pictures are ridiculous. Anyways,
oh my
those
gosh.
Those are my 3. I have a lot
You've
more.
got to be pretty bored to be like, let's spend all this time acting like gorillas in front of a camera in the middle of the night.
So funny. Some of these news articles on this page are like really ridiculously good.
They look so like clickbaity.
They do, but like when you click on it, you're like, they're just funny like ones, right? Yeah.
My news article is about a dog that got adopted recently, and her name is Jubilee.
Okay.
And she's this husky that has crazy eyes.
Okay.
And the breeder wanted to put her down because they were like, no one's gonna want to adopt this dog. And then, like, they ended up giving it to a shelter where it was, like, rescued by a shelter. And the shelter put a picture up being like, I know I'm not very beautiful, but I really love people, and I love other dogs, and I love other cats, and I hope that somebody will give me a forever home. And the internet, like, lost their mind because this dog was so ridiculous looking. I'm going to show you a picture.
Oh my god. You can't show it to the camera, I don't think, can you?
I don't know.
Try.
I could try. Her eyes are basically like.
Dude.
She obviously got adopted, but like.
Aww. Why would nobody want her?
I know. Look at her crazy little eyeballs. Cause you know how huskies will have like really blue eyes or differently colored eyes. It's basically that, but like.
Her eyes are close together.
Her eyes are close together, and she looks kind of cross-eyed.
That's ridiculous.
I love it so much though because she's just like she looks insane.
She does.
But I'm sure she's a very nice dog.
So they adopted her, though?
Yeah, she got adopted.
That's good.
I liked that.
Huskies are such nice dogs, but like they're super energetic.
Like look how concerned she looks there.
Yeah, she doesn't look that bad there. But yeah, they're like super energetic. You need to have like
they're a lot of work.
A house full of like love and a gigantic backyard.
My cousin has some huskies, and they are very high maintenance dogs.
Yeah.
Like they got to be exercised all the time, or they'll like destroy your house because they need to.
You're still looking at more pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, that's before and after the dog washing. That's okay. That looks kind of scary. She's being washed in like a dog bath, and it looks really funny.
She's like. She looks like a taxidermy.
If I had to like,
doesn't she look like bad taxidermy?
She does, yeah. If I had to guess, it's like her eye sockets are small or something. Oh my god.
Anyway, look
healthy.
up Jubilee Husky, and I guarantee you it will make you laugh because she's so funny looking. I would adopt her if I,
So we thought of some cool like topics for the next few podcasts, maybe not like in a row, but one's going to be about the wedding day, maybe even leading at the wedding as well too. We should do like a one where we like talk about leading up to the wedding, and then we do
wedding planning.
Yeah, wedding planning, and then space.
So that'll be a
one, and then we'll do another one where we do the actual wedding day, and then we do the after the wedding thing. Are you still sick?
What?
I've been kissing you.
I've been coughing for days.
No. She promised that she wasn't sick anymore.
I didn't.
Anyways, and then we're gonna do one of like streaming and like a relationship kind of thing, and like talk about all that stuff. That's gonna be like an actual like just a general topic, like just like we did for the anxiety thing, and it's gonna be like one whole thing where we just talk start to finish about those. So stay tuned for those. Another fact of the day. Let's do another random fact of the day. You should do one. You want to do one?
Sure, I'm sure.
Crocodiles' hearts only beat 1 hour, or once beat
per hour.
Once per hour.
A fact of the day.
I have one. If you don't have one,
maybe I'll do like a good trivia or something like that.
I have one.
Hey, what, you said that?
All right, you can go first.
Oh, did you know that the 100 folds in a chef's hat are made to represent the 100 ways to cook an egg?
Cool.
Wow.
I just read one
that's not the reaction I was
that says
for.
Banging your head against a wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories.
Cool.
That's not the reaction I was looking for. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig. This is because guinea pigs are social animals and they are considered victims of abuse if they are alone. Why isn't this the law everywhere?
Oh, do you know what M&M stands for?
M&M?
Like the candy?
The candy? Don't tell me.
You don't know. You're not going to get it, but I'd like to see what your guess is.
Many and more.
No, Mars and Murray. Forrest Mars, son of the Mars Company founder, first spotted the British confection Smarties during the Spanish Civil War and noticed the candy shell prevented the chocolate from melting. He teamed up with Bruce Murray, son of Hershey's Chocolate president, and the company later trademarked the melts in your mouth, not in your hand slogan. So it's the founder's last name initials.
So they kind of like
M.
They kind of like went together.
M.
That's really cool. I like that.
And it's from two sons of candy people.
That's really cool.
Eh? That's interesting.
You don't hear stories like that much.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth though. Like, when do you hear like cool like events that happen nowadays? Like, you always like think about like what are they gonna do? Like, you know, like what are they?
What are you?
I'm just picturing
what is
like
happening in your
we
brain
watch
right
Band of Brothers because it's like obviously about World War II, which is like, you know, a huge event. And, like, what are they gonna? What is our documentary?
I cannot follow his train
What
of
I'm trying to
thought
say
right
is
now.
like, what is the year 2020, or let's just say the year, like I was born in 1987. So from 1987 till now, like what major event has happened that they could do a documentary about, I guess?
So many different
I think
things.
so, yeah. Like we got like obviously like 9/11, which was like definitely massive, right? But what else do you think?
The war in Iraq,
Yeah,
the war in Afghanistan.
which they really should do more stuff about.
Well,
I don't know why they don't.
I think it's kind of like...
I know. It's controversial stuff.
Like, Band of Brothers was made, like, what, 10 years ago or something? It had been, like, 60 years since the war.
Yeah.
It's only been, like, 5 years
They did
since that war. It's
they
a little
did
bit...
do, what was that one show that you like watching? That one series that we watch? It's actually about that. It's with a guy from True Blood.
I never watched True Blood. So
You never watched True Blood?
No,
Oh god, good,
so I
good thing
don't
you
know what
didn't.
you're talking about.
Got like really bad after the first season. I literally
What's the show about?
It's a war. It's
I watch a show about war?
yeah. It's like a I'm gonna look it up on my phone if I don't. I kind of want to remember it in my head though, so I can feel accomplished and be like,
Who else is in it?
That's all I remember.
A guy from True Blood.
It has the word war in it.
And I watch it?
Yeah, you watched it. Guy from True Blood War.
Is it like a TV series?
Yeah, it's a series. Yeah. I forget what the main guy. He's like the blonde-haired guy. Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah, that's his name. Yep. Filmography. Well, I don't. Okay, that's his films, television, Generation Kill.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it was like something I watched like regularly, like a TV show. That's just like a mini series we watched once like 5 years ago.
But anyways, yeah, Generation Kill is like a one of those good series. If you guys have not watched it, you totally should. It's really good. But going on the whole fact of the day, I don't know. What's your fact of the day?
I just told you.
What?
The Eminem thing.
That was your fact of the day? I thought that was your... Wasn't that your quote of the day? Or that's fact of the day?
It was not my quote of the day.
Oh, I thought that was your story. Anyway, sorry. I was lost. I was lost in the Generation Kill thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you guys heard my fact of the day. My story of the day, my second story of the day. What's my second story of the day recently happening? I don't know, but I've been talking like a lot in my sleep lately.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't know what. I think it's those the omega-3s that I had. They're making me smarter overnight.
No, you always talk in your sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recently, I woke up to him, and he has no idea why he was doing this. He was singing the Sesame Street song.
Oh yeah, that's really.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? And I was like, what? It's 3:00 in the morning. What are you doing?
Would you take a pill? Would you take a pill to make you smarter?
No.
No.
Have you ever seen Limitless?
No.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's character, he takes these pills that make his brain like he can do crazy things.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out well.
But I don't know. I've always like wondered if like they're eventually gonna do stuff like that. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think it would change like who you are though?
Probably.
Really? If it kept your personality but like made you smarter though?
I don't know.
I think it'd be kind of cool to do something like that.
I don't think I would.
No?
No. I think I'm pretty happy with my level of intelligence at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm like super smart. I just don't know if I'd want to be. They say that like the super genius people are very unhappy.
What? Rachel, don't talk like that.
What?
Of course. Why wouldn't they be?
Why would they be?
Why wouldn't they be?
Why wouldn't they be super unhappy?
Why would they be? Yeah, sorry. Why would they be super unhappy? I think I need this pill right now.
Yeah.
Rachel, don't say yeah.
Because they're like too like they can't relax. Like they're too like thinking about things and they like know too much and it stresses them out.
Yeah. You guys should really watch, if you guys haven't had a chance, watch the Bill Gates documentary. We talked about
like, like imagine just feeling like you have to solve all the world's problems.
And he like almost did, and then like all of a sudden all this nonsense.
It's like a lot
happened.
of pressure to
Really
be that
crazy.
smart.
It is, yeah. People always look up to you like, you could do it.
Yeah.
Do it. You have the money.
Which I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like I don't know if I'd be that happy. I'm too much of a like a warrior.
Yeah.
To have that much power.
I don't know.
And I like to just zone out once in a while.
We've been watching The Office. We went from watching a ton of Dr. Pol to The Office.
The Office is always good for like a once a year rewatch.
I said to Rachel, if we watch every episode right now, this would lead us into like April or something, and we're almost at season 6, and it's been like 5 days.
I'm watching for a few weeks.
Yeah, but so we're powerhousing through this thing.
Well, they're only 20 minutes, the episodes.
They're so good.
Funny. They're always funny.
The only thing is you can't really watch, like, the thing that I hate about The Office is like the ending of it, because then you're like, aw. I was reading articles about how they're saying that NBC is coming into like the streaming game, but they're not going to charge you to watch it. So it's going to be 100% free across the world. So the thing is right now, if you go to NBC, you cannot actually watch it in certain areas, just like anything else. And it's stupid, and companies want to get away from that. In order to get away from that, the way that they do that is with ads. So it'd be like watching TV, but you can just watch it anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. But the thing is, you can also pay for a subscription that will remove the ads. So it'll be free to watch with ads, or you pay and watch without. So literally, it's like exactly like Twitch, right? Because if you pay a subscription with Twitch, you don't have to watch ads, right? So it's the same exact idea, but people are saying like there's going to be, up to 13 ads in like one episode and all this stuff. It's going to be pretty bad. But like if you pay $5 a month, you get it. So NBC's like coming out, I think, later on this year with that. And because The Office is done this year on Netflix, I don't know when. I think October.
I have no idea.
So let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it's October is when it's done.
Doesn't matter. Who's your favorite Office character?
The Office is done on Netflix. Tuesday, they're taking a break. However, the hit show is likely to disappear from networks. Okay, so it doesn't say exactly.
It said the end of 2020.
Yeah, so it's going to be probably like I read October. And so
I said, who's your favorite Office character?
Well, hold on, let me finish the same thing. So with what people are thinking that NBC is going to do is they're going to do 1 or 2 episodes of like either a Friends or The Office to just like get people like interested in going there, and like that way they'll go there. But they're not going to bring back the show, but they might do.
I don't know what you mean.
They might do like a reunion episode
to get people going where?
To the NBC network, which I definitely would for sure watch.
I very much doubt they will. I feel like people are not going to want to come back for
maybe
Friends.
Maybe
because
Friends.
Some of them aren't like really doing much with their career at this point, but The Office, like most people on that show, I don't think would come back for.
You don't think so?
Like Steve Carell, I'm pretty sure he didn't even want to come back for the finale.
Yeah.
Like they had to like beg him to come back for like that 2-second scene, right?
Yeah.
And like John Krasinski's like a huge movie star now, and Jenna Fisher does like other TV shows. And
my favorite character on The Office. I don't want to say like Jim or Pam, because like they're kind of just like they're cool and stuff. So, but like they're not my favorite. Dwight's pretty funny, but definitely I think Michael is like kind of like the character. Like he's like the guy that like as soon as he if you haven't watched the series, cover your ears. But as soon as he leaves the show, I think it kind of goes. It's still funny. It's just not as good because I really hate Andy. I don't like that character at all. I think he's the worst character.
Yeah, he's my least favorite for sure.
I think when they brought him in the series, I kind of like it's cringy to watch. Like,
yeah, I don't. He's so annoying. He's so annoying.
Yeah.
I just would not want to be like around him as a person, which I think we were saying yesterday. That's the point of his character, is that he's supposed to be like, you're like, oh my god, why is he so annoying?
The reason why is what I started thinking about yesterday. In a few episodes, there's episodes where he's talking to Angela, and he's like annoying her, and you can clearly tell he's annoying, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go like, and she goes and she like sleeps with Dwight or whatever. And the thing is that like if you liked him as a character, I mean regardless of who a person is, obviously like you feel bad that it's happening, but because you kind of like hate him so much, you're kind of like you just look the other way to that.
I think he's just
I think that's why they do it, because they make you like hate him as a character.
But I think they also just wanted to create a character that was super annoying.
Yeah, because you have to,
like Dwight's annoying, but like in a funny way.
Yeah,
Andy's just like so annoying.
Yeah, and it's funny because that like I don't know if like it's just because like that's the actor portraying him as that, or if they were like, we want you to make this really
They
bad. Like,
probably told him
we
to
should
do
really
it.
look into that and see.
But he's my least favorite for sure. I think my favorite probably is Dwight. But I also like some of the background. Like Creed is everything he says is hilarious.
Creed's pretty good.
Like he never has a bad line.
No, I like Creed. He's pretty good.
Like when Holly comes and she's like, "What exactly do you do here?" And
he's like, "What's the deal?" He's like,
"I gotta go."
He's like, bull. He
does quality control.
He's like quality control. He's like quality.
I'm just close. It's something like that. Like I can't even remember what his job.
Yeah.
He gets that other person fired when he forgets to do the inspection.
Yeah.
Like he's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But definitely, if you haven't watched The Office, you totally should. I like watching shows that lead into like when it starts getting warmer out because, you know, especially funny shows will like you'll laugh, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, look, it's sunny outside, and now it's springtime. It's true. It's a good strategy. Watch The Office right now. If you watch it right now and you watch like 2 episodes per day, it'll lead you into the summer, and you'll be very happy.
Is that your advice?
That's my quote of the day. Would be watch an episode of The Office. An episode of The Office a day will keep the laughs, or will keep the sadness away.
You can't just do the same quote as last time.
Well,
an apple a day keeps the doctor
they're easy to
away.
remember. If I did something like the stars align and so will your heart, then people would be like, I won't remember that.
Yeah, I guess so.
So an episode of The Office a day will keep the sadness away. What's yours?
My quote of the day? I have to look them up because I don't.
What? You gotta make them up. Just make one up. Hurry up. 3, 2, 1. Go. Make it up. Just make it up real fast. Hurry up.
I can't.
No looking at your phone. I didn't look at my phone.
I can't. My brain doesn't work that way.
It's because you have to take those omega-3 pills. So they're the brain pills. Hey? She's looking at these like famous quotes right now again. Well, I'm going to go into my advice of the day.
A diamond is a chunk of coal that did well under pressure.
So,
I thought you were...
A diamond
is a chunk of coal that did well under pressure.
So what that means is you might think that you're just a chunk of coal right now, but under pressure you might be a diamond. So meaning that if you're having a bad day and you're like, man, I'm really like working as hard as I can to do my job, well, under pressure you're probably doing really well, right?
I interpret it more so as
go on
with hard work
you become a diamond.
You become a better person.
I guess you can think about that. Sure.
That's how I would take it.
My advice of the day would be the episode of The Office a day. I'm just kidding.
Who listens to this?
Yeah, that's my advice of the day. Who is listening to this podcast right now?
So random.
My advice of the day is find somebody that you can talk to and be friends with or more, and just tell them everything, just be yourself, because that's kind of like what's important, and be happy. You know what my overall advice is? Be happy. And what I don't just mean like smile and be happy, is do things that make yourself happy. Yesterday, I was driving and I was like, when I drive, I'm like, when I'm shopping, I'm crazy. When I'm shopping, I'm crazy. Like, I will admit it. I get crazy. Like, I crazy fun. Like, I love shopping. Like, I'm like, woo, buy clothes, baby. Like my debit card is just like, stop. But when I'm shopping, I'm happy because I'm like doing stuff. And like I said to Rachel, when we were walking through, I'm like, do you want to go into that store? And she's like, well, maybe. I was like, no, like, do you want it? Like just like yell like what you want, like, demand what you want. And like that's something that I think everybody should kind of do. Not demand what you want, but if something makes you happy, like you should try to do it as much as you can, or if you can, or if you want, you know what I mean? Like you basically just try to, what I always say is like try to do what makes you happy. And that doesn't mean like, obviously sometimes you have to do things that don't make you happy. Like if you get anxious going to like family reunions or something like that, obviously that's part of like life, right? But overall, if you're, making $5 million at a job that you absolutely hate, and you're coming home and you're like, I hate this job, blah, 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 blah. Like find something that you love, and you're better off making $10 an hour doing something that you love obviously that's what I would think anyways. You know, if you love doing what you want, then that's kind of like what I think is what matters, right?
Very wholesome.
It is, yeah. That's like the longest talk ever.
Yeah.
No, but the story was we were in the mall and I saw like some Bath and Body Works. I was like, "Do you want something from there?" And Rachel's like, "Well, she's like, are you only buying something for me from there because of something?" And I was like, "No, like, do you want to go in there and get something?" And she's like, "Well, maybe." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Just say that you want." I'm like, "Just yell." I'll just be like, "I want candles." But she never yelled that though.
I didn't really want.
No, you didn't really want
I
candles.
didn't really want candles.
I know. But I think what I'm trying to say is do what makes you happy, and then you'll in turn make everybody else around you happy. And like I learned that, and like it helped out a lot because now I'm eternally happy with a dog and the dog's owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Yes, you're basically I'm married to Saber, and Rachel's just taking care of Saber and me. She cooks for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, gourmet chef. All right, what's your advice of the day?
I guess my advice would be try to eat less meat. There we go. That's
Elaborate.
it. Because it's better for you and better for the world.
Elaborate.
Because meat is bad for you if you eat it all the time, every day.
Elaborate.
It's too long of a topic.
We're gonna try to. We're actually gonna be including time travel question mark.
That has been there for so long.
I know.
I don't know why
So
that's there.
we're gonna try adding a intro and outro to the podcast. Be pretty interesting to do that.
He means music.
Right. So when you guys hear music on these podcasts, don't go a knocking because the podcast is rocking.
Oh, yeah.
But we're gonna try adding an intro and outro. Okay.
We've only been talking about it since first episode.
You have, yeah. Maybe I'll add them to all of them. Probably not though. No.
Too much work.
All right, well, stick around. Wait, that's
Wrong thing.
that's D&D.
That's D&D.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for being amazing and supporting us on Patreon. If you're just on Spotify listening, you're amazing as well too. If you guys want to support us on Patreon, you can. You can watch the videos for. I think the videos are the second unlock. I'm pretty sure.
So. I think there's
So for $5, you can support us. And we're trying to get ourselves a new microphone for here. And we're gonna, once we get a new microphone, then I'll have a microphone and Rachel will have one as well too. But more so, we want to get ourselves possibly a new webcam in the future. So. So I appreciate it, guys, so much for those that are supporting us and just listening in general on Spotify. And once again, we're on a bunch of different things now. So, and if you're wondering why the podcasts are getting shorter and shorter, they're supposed to be short. We want them to be short. We want them to be quick, and we want it to be like a drive-through where we're like, all right, we'll take 2 cheeseburgers to go, please.
little bite-sized pieces of
podcast
information.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sometimes they're a little bit longer because
we get more in depth.
If it's like, I think our anxiety one was much longer.
Oh, it was, yeah. And that one did really well. A lot of people
like story time. If it's
I got
like
a lot of
story
comments on that, like, oh, thank you, like it was really good. So
That's good.
So we'll definitely be. That's why next time, I think when we do the next one, it's probably going to be the wedding planning one, and then the one after that will be probably the streaming one, and then we'll leave the wedding to probably like that way. There's like a week in between there. You guys have to wait and see. But we will see you guys in the next episode, episode 14. I hope you guys enjoyed listening.
Have a nice week.
And remember, an episode of The Office a day keeps the sadness away.
Bye.